Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you know, it's 2014 and instead of doing my December favourites, I decided to do my 2013 favourites, which is kind of like a mesh of the two. So I've got products that I've loved throughout all of 2013 as well as some that I might have found just a little bit more recently that I think are that good. So I hope that you guys like it and I hope that you had a really good 2013 and holiday season and stuff. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with the face products and I really think my favourite primer was the Porefessional. My pores are just massive, I feel, and this really helps to fill them in and create a nice smooth canvas for me to work on. My most favourite foundations are definitely the Giorgio Armani Maestro Fusion, which is like it's a magical foundation that's it's in this dropper, so it's really liquidy, really thin, but it just glides over the skin, has a sort of dry to powder finish that covers a lot and looks so natural on the skin. I will always love the Arbonne Perfecting Liquid Foundation. It's what I'm wearing right now. When I've got blemishes that I want to cover, this is the one that I use. It creates the most flawless look to the skin and also really natural. Concealer, my favourite is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer Palette, and I just got this from the MAC Pro Store. Definitely use this more than any other because I've got some concealers for under the eye, my skin tone concealer, the blemish concealer, and then my contouring. It's just got everything in one palette and it's definitely my favourite. But then the other two that I use a lot is the Bourjois Happy Light Concealer, and I use this as a highlight because it's nice and pale and really blendable, as well as the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, which is really good for under the eyes and covering blemishes as well. So they're the three I've used the most in concealing. Then onto eyebrows, I've mostly used my Sigma Brow Duo in medium, my medium brow powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I just use those with an eyeliner brush that's angled. But then one of my top favourite products from the whole of the year is the Benefit Gimme Brow. And this is like a gel product that has brow or like little hair fibres in it that when you apply it to your brows not only sets the hairs but thickens up the look of the brows and creates like a much more full effect. And it's my top favourite product from the whole year, I think. I can't go a day without wearing that. My favourite eyeshadows are definitely from Makeup Store. They don't really sell them in palettes, but you can make your own like what I've got here. I just love the colour range, especially the shimmery colours. I find that they're very unique and unlike any other brands. My top favourite from Makeup Store would be the Xocoatl, which is Xocoatl. But it looks like that and it's just the most beautiful brown shade with a hint of gold and mauve to it. It's just very unique and I love it for creating like a smoky eye. It's definitely my top favourite eyeshadow product, as well as the Microshadows Glam, which is sort of a mauve shade as well with some gold flecks in it. I don't know why I'm loving the mauve, but it's like a brown that just really flatters green eyes. They're so buttery and blendable too. And probably my most used, but you know, it's not that exciting, is Bone eyeshadow from Estee Lauder. I just use it all the time under my brow bone. Probably the single most used eyeshadow in my collection. And then I talk about these a lot, you're probably sick of it, but these are the Stila Magnificent Metal Eyes, and these are these little silver pots of metallic goodness. It's like gold fleck texture eyeshadows and they've got lots of colours, but I've got the bronze and the rose gold. These are excellent. They come with like a little palette to mix them with the mixing liquid if you want to have a really full-on effect. I prefer, however, to use my finger or a soft brush to apply just a small amount so it's got a bit of a glittery effect without the chunky glitter look. My most used eye primers are the Maybelline Colour Tattoos. I'd mostly use Barely Branded, and the Makeup Store eye primer. This one's really nice. I just love the feel of it going on my eyes where it's quite you know, it's a cream product but then it dries and is quite tacky so that when you apply the eyeshadow it stays really well but still you can blend it out. For bronzers, I'd have to say Benefit Hoola bronzer. I mean, I have hit pan and I've had this one for a while but it's just still just the best colour for someone of my skin tone without looking orange. My two most used blushes would have to be MAC Warm Soul, which is like a dusty rose colour with gold through it, and the YSL Blush Radiance in number 4, which is a baby pink. I don't use setting powder that much, but when I do, I really like the Translucent Crystal from NARS, which is a very interesting texture. It's very finely milled and hardly any sort of comes off when you put your finger to it, but it really does really well in setting your makeup without making you look flat and too matte. Another really nice one is the Hourglass Ambient powder in Dim Light. This just blurs your pores and makes your skin look really flawless. The only thing wrong with it is that I don't stay matte all day with this. I sort of have to like touch it up, but it's not really a big problem for me. Some people care about that, but I don't. Favorite eyelashes are the Velour Doll Me Ups, and I'm wearing them right now. They're so pretty. As well as the Demi Pixies by Arden, and I use these all the time. People always ask me what I'm wearing when I wear these, and they're just spiky lashes. They're the Arden Demi Pixies, as I said. They're only $2.60 a packet when you buy them from Madame Madeline. Put the link below. But yeah, they're so good. They're really good for a more subtle lash look because they've got an invisible band. Now, best in mascaras, I've got a few. YSL Baby Dolls, just perfect eyelashes. I would say a dupe for that is the Essence Lash Mania Reloaded, which I also really love and is really cheap. And then I really like the Lengthening Skinny Brush Mascara from Ico, just because the brush is really small and I love using it for my lower lashes. And the Hypnose Drama from Lancome will always be a favourite of mine. It makes very long lashes and very separated lashes. Now, I'm an eyeliner fiend. These are all my favourites. I couldn't choose one, so I'm just going to show you. Favorite gel eyeliner is the Rimmel waterproof one, just because it's so small and I don't use the gel that much anymore, so this one's good. I feel like I'm not wasting product. Definitely the Makeup Store glitter liners. This is in sparkling brown, but I mean all the colours are fantastic. It's the best glitter liner I've ever used. It comes out really well. One of my prom makeup tutorials I use this if you want to go have a look. I love these pen eyeliners. These are some of my favourites. The Eye of Horus Liquid Define. The Superliner Black Buster by L'Oreal is really good. It's a very fat and, you know, stiff texture liner that makes it really easy for beginners, I think. And then for people that are a bit, you know, more advanced at it, I've loved the YSL Shocking because it's got a nice long flexible tip, which is sort of much more like using a brush. And a dupe for the YSL Shocking is the L'Oreal Superliner Perfection. Really good stuff. And I also really like the Ico Skinny Liquid Eyeliners, and I've got quite a few colours. I really like the purple one and the olive one, as well as the black one. These are really good. On to my favourite lip products. I mean, I'm probably missing out on quite a few here that I absolutely love. One of my favourites is the YSL Glossy Stain. I love these for a long wearing gloss look, and if you get some of the darker colours, they're really vibrant and they stay for absolutely hours, plus they're so beautiful. I love the Napoleon lipstick in Demeter. This is my favourite nude look to the lips in summertime when I'm much more tan, and I pair that with my Revlon Bellini lip gloss. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of this because I don't know if they do it anymore, but it is the best colour ever. And then what I'm wearing right now on my lips is one of my favourite bright, I shouldn't say bright, but like coloured lip colours, and it's this dark maroon lip. It's called Road Trip and it's a lip liner from Makeup Store. So I just find that the liner just stays for longer, so I love this colour. My favourite perfume product is the C by Chloe Paint On perfume, and I only got this recently but I use it every day. It's like a perfume that you paint on, so it's like a thicker consistency to, you know, regular liquid eau de parfums, and probably saying that so wrong, but I love keeping it in my purse, and you just sort of paint it onto your pulse points and it smells so good. I love it. Definitely a hair powder was one of my top favorite like beauty product types, and I always use the David Babai Instant Miracle Hair Volume Powder. Use this in plenty of tutorials. I also like the Toni & Guy one, but this one's much easier to work with because the Toni & Guy one's like snowflakes, like they kind of go anywhere wherever the wind takes it. Best eye makeup remover that I have used this year is the Guerlain Secret de Pirette Lotus Crystal eye makeup remover, and this is the kind of one that you just, you know, shake to mix the two fluids and then put it on an iPad, put on your eye for literally 2 seconds and wipe away, and all your makeup will be on the cotton pad. It's perfect. I use it only for eye makeup though because I don't want to waste it. One of my favourite nail polish colours is probably the Go Ginza from Essie, and it's just a really nice pale purple that complements like my skin tone really well. I'm not wearing it right now, I'm wearing a different pastel colour, but it's so pretty, and the Essie nail polishes are really, really good. Is that it? Almost. My last favourite of the year is the Neutrogena Beach Defense Water and Sun Barrier Spray, and it's an SPF 50 spray, which is really good but also bad because you waste lots of product. So it's best not to actually apply it at the beach when the wind could blow most of the spray away. But it smells so good. It's completely invisible but has such a high SPF. Probably mostly because it smells amazing, but it's actually the only spray where you don't really need to rub it in. You can if you want, but it's just so good. So good. Okay, I don't know how long that video was, but if it was really long, I'm really sorry. What can you do? I wanted to show you everything that I love this year, so I hope that it didn't bore you guys. But yeah, let me know what your favourite of the whole year was in the comments, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. I'm doing a collab with Nikki Tutorials next Tuesday or Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that, and I hope you all had a very happy new year. Bye!